Hi, everyone. It's Joe from The Mind on Purpose. Thanks for joining me. I wanted to share something this morning that was really simple but profound. And I love when you can find something that's both simple and profound at the same time. And sometimes maybe it's the most simple things that are profound. So this morning I get up and I've been practicing what I preach. I've been practicing the On Purpose program and what I call the Gaia protocol, right? So you get up in the morning, and I have videos on this: gratitude, get in alignment with what you want the intention for the day to be. You do your affirmations in present tense. Again, if you want to get more into detail, I did my breath work, I did my morning meditation. Today's my day off as far as working out. So I go and I jump in the shower to start the day. And I get in the shower, and at the bottom of the shower, I notice this itsy bitsy spider, right, trying to make its way up the water spout, as the old poem goes, right? Whatever it was, fairy tale poem, child story. And so I noticed that this spider is certainly not going to make it. It's one of the real thin, not small, but certainly not threatening, and very, very frail and very thin-legged. Don't know what type of arachnoid it was, but and I'm not saying this to come across as some kind of ultra Zen being. I have many insects on my conscience. If you're a mosquito, then no quarter, no compromise. But I don't want to. Whenever you can spare a life, why not, right? So real simply, I decided to take this spider and help it by moving it up the water spout, out of danger. And as I grabbed this poor little thing, and again, I have a little plant here. We're talking like ridiculously fragile legs, and so I'm trying to grab and do it a favor and put it up at the top of the water spout. And I did, and I managed to not do really any damage, no limbs missing or anything like that. Moved it up, but the spider during that time was just absolutely freaking out. And I don't want to put human consciousness on everything either. I don't know what it was thinking. I can't get in its mind. But thinking from my sense of consciousness and just the struggle that it was going through, and the trauma that it seemed to be in afterwards. In other words, when I put it up to safety, it just seemed kind of in shock and sat there for a while, trying to, adjust, make sense of what just happened, maybe. And again, this is maybe me putting my own senses on it, but especially with everything going on right now, it struck me that as this larger entity, as this, this being that it couldn't comprehend was moving it, as its universe was being moved, as its world was literally being shifted and moved, at the time it had to be incredibly traumatic for me if I was in that spot. At the time I would struggle and I would wriggle and attempt to escape and to make sense of it and freak out and that certainly seemed to be what this poor little spider was doing. And then when it was placed in safety, it seemed kind of in shell shock and kind of in disbelief, in that sense of kind of the stages of grief that we've talked about earlier in all of this. And it just struck me that's us in our universe, that we're all these itsy bitsy spiders sometimes, that sometimes, and this has been my experience in the past, and I've just recently had a situation like this that I think a lot of people around me that were in the same situation looked at as the end of the world, or as a rocking of their world. And I look at it as an opportunity, an incredible opportunity. Sometimes the universe picks us up through trauma and stress at the time and moves us and shifts our universe and gives us an opportunity and saves us, literally saves us. And it's only sometimes in hindsight that we get to look back on these things, but it doesn't always have to be. You can look back in the moment and realize that allowing sometimes, in changing the things certainly that you have the power to change, and taking action. This isn't about being completely passive. Do the things you need to do, but allow the things you need to allow in your life. Because oftentimes the universe is shifting for us. It's taking us and it's placing us in a safer place. It's actually placing us out of harm's way. It's actually, if we allow and let that flow happen, it's actually giving us an opportunity. It's giving us an answer. There's a gift in everything. And this little spider, instead of going down the water spout, it's free to make its webs up in the corner. I'm going to try not to disturb it. But I realized that I'm that itsy bitsy spider, and I'm going to try and spin my webs now, and I'm going to try to use the shift that the universe is offering me, find the opportunity in it, find the gift in it, and I invite you to do the same thing. Live your life on purpose. You're either on purpose or you're in reaction. So we can all be itsy bitsy spiders, and we all have the things that we're trying to do. Sometimes the universe is going to move us. Sometimes that place is a better place. I wish this for you. Thanks. Have a great Sunday.